Welcome to episode 32 of the 5-Minute Investor Podcast, where Stockhouse columnists Jon Brown and me, Trevor Abes, each deliver a 2.5-minute stock profile related to recent news stories with investment implications. This week, we're talking about critical mineral miners whose stocks are currently benefiting from direct investments from the U.S. government and why investors have strong reasons for high conviction into the future. Jon, which company do you have for us today that was lucky enough to have the government acquire skin in the game?
Trevor, it's Vancouver-based Lithium Americas, which trades in the TSX under the symbol LAC. It just finalized a key agreement with the U.S. Department of Energy. The deal? A revised loan package worth $2.2 billion U.S., all to support the construction of lithium processing facilities at the Thacker Pass project in northern Nevada, one of the largest lithium resources in all of North America. But this isn't just a financial transaction. Word is overused a lot lately, and I hate it, but it's a strategic investment. Under the new terms, the DOE will defer $184 million U.S. in early debt payments, giving Lithium Americas breathing room during the critical early construction phase. In return, the U.S. government secures a 5% equity stake in the company and a 5% economic interest in its joint venture with General Motors. Well, let's just let that sink in. The U.S. is now a partial stakeholder in a Canadian company, and a project that's central to the future of electric vehicles and battery supply chains. So what does this all mean? From a business perspective, it's a vote of confidence in Lithium Americas and a signal that the U.S. is serious about securing domestic lithium production. With global demand for EVs surging, lithium is the new oil, and Thacker Pass could be a cornerstone of North American energy independence. Now, politically, it's a fascinating move. The U.S. is investing in a Canadian firm to build infrastructure on American soil. It's a blend of cross-border cooperation and self-interest. And with that, China now dominating global lithium supply chains, this deal is part of a broader push to reduce reliance on foreign sources. It also raises questions. How will Canada respond to one of its companies becoming partially U.S.-owned? And what does this mean for the future resource deals between the two countries? Again, that's Lithium Americas, LAC on the TSX, market cap of just over $2.5 billion Canadian dollars. As the clean energy race heats up, maybe we can expect more of these hybrid business political plays. The Thacker Pass deal is just the beginning, and if you want to talk about escalation, Trevor's side of the story takes things to another level.
That's certainly true with my U.S. government-backed miner, Jon, which is Trilogy Metals, ticker TMQ on the TSX, a precious and base metal explorer and developer active in Alaska, where it's advancing the Upper Kobuk mineral projects through a 50-50 joint venture. Upper Kobuk spans 471,796 acres in the Ambler mining district, which is one of the richest copper-dominant districts in the world, backing up its presence in the district through two main projects. The feasibility stage $1.1 billion net present value Arctic project, housing one of the highest grade copper deposits in the world, while also being prospective for zinc, lead, gold, and silver, and the preliminary economic assessment stage $394 million net present value Bornite project, which is prospective for copper and cobalt. Collectively, these projects offer exposure to more than 8 billion pounds of copper resources, in addition to Arctic's significant gold, silver, and zinc resources, representing intrinsic value multiples beyond Trilogy's current $1.53 billion market capitalization, while accounting for only a fraction of the company's largely underexplored land package. In exchange for a 10% stake in Trilogy and the right to appoint an independent director, the U.S. government, represented by the Department of War, will assist in advancing permitting, financing, and construction on the property, including future mines and the proposed 211-mile Ambler access road to facilitate project activities. Trilogy stock has proceeded to triple since the news dropped, with a potentially expedited regulatory pathway and significant exploration upside, positioning momentum to carry on unabated. As always, you can find links to the articles from today's episode in the show notes, and you can find more investing insights on Stockhouse and the market online. The 5-Minute Investor is on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Stockhouse, or wherever finer podcasts are found. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week. This podcast has been prepared as part of a partnership with Lithium Americas Corp. And Trilogy Metals Inc. and is intended for informational purposes only. For full disclaimer information, please visit themarketonline.ca/disclaimer.